Hi, how you doing? My name is Blanca Star Olivera, and today I'm gonna be reacting to the new Netflix documentary, Sean Combs, The Reckoning. And well, I have seen the 4 episodes within less than 24 hours, of course. I love music, and of course, Diddy has been, well, one of the most famous names and one of the most popular music. Um, the documentary itself, it's an exhaustive compilation of videos and photos since he was a little baby. That's very interesting because you will learn a lot about his biography since he was a child. He went to Catholic schools, and his dad got shot. He was a hustler, and you will learn a lot from his bio. It is also it's a documentary. It is also very interesting for people who like music and different arts, because well, he started as an intern, and then to become a billionaire or more than so, I don't know. And it is very inspiring how he got to make it to the top, and not only the talent that he has for music and for marketing, but also even fashion and all these arrangements for like all the looks. So I didn't know that he was in charge of taking care of all the Jodeci development, because as you can hear my accent, I'm Spanish. But I was a New Yorker for 7 years, and I used to sing during the weekends in Spanish restaurants, discotheques, and of course, I had the single, the CD that he did with Sting when Biggie got shot, and it was all a mystery. Tupac had died, and there was this press information about West Coast, East Coast, so they explain a lot of details about this as well. Well, as a documentary, it's definitely a lot of home tapes. What it really surprises me is like sometimes it makes me think in the back of my mind that maybe it's a business from the, I don't know, the this trial at some point was so absurd, because we were like so many weeks. I was watching the news every day, watching on TV, on YouTube, all the comments, all the details, and then he only went to jail because of two of the smallest charges, and the way that he was videotaping himself, that he hired filmmakers in such intimate moments, like even in the bathroom, in the toilet. I don't know. I mean, you have to really be such a divo, like so narcissistic, egocentric, like, and how now 50 Cent got the tapes, and of course we're not gonna know how, but it for me at some point I think like it's all a business, that it's like the government charged him, and they arrested him in federal jail, and then he gets this small charge, and it was like we were like every day watching and paying attention to all the details, and it's like they're laughing at us, and why would you record yourself at those moments? And I don't know. Well, from the point of view of a musician, it's really amazing because you see scenes in the recording studio, and well, that's having that power, that budget to do music, getting to work with amazing singers. Like many of them are traumatized, but now I'm thankful that I didn't get to meet Puff Daddy. J-Lo, you can keep him. And well, from the psychological and social point of view, it's really, really scary how we depend on these monsters, not only in the music industry, but because I've suffered emotional abuse in a different way. Not because I was very hot, but because of the opposite, like, oh, you cannot sing, you cannot be in my record because you are not sexy enough, you are too fat, you are too big, you can be my girlfriend, but you cannot sing in my recording studio. I even got that told. And lucky me, I didn't get to meet such a level of monsters, but there is a lot of challenge and rejection when you do this kind of you pursue these dreams like music or acting. Now I'm a member of 2 acting guilds in Spain, in Madrid and Catalonia, and I don't even want to think about being close to these powerful destructive people. It is, and there are moments in the documentary that it gets so scary, so many coincidences about when he arranged the basketball game, about Tupac, Biggie. It is so scary. Even his ex-wife. I'm very sad because I love music. And this right now is a very first reaction because it's 4 episodes and it's a lot. There is a lot of aspects. I like that they focus on different points of view as well. It really scares me, the complicity that he has with his son, Justin. I don't know if I should say this. It's kind of scary. Like now I'm thinking if 50 Cent is safe after doing all this executive producing. Isn't he afraid of his life after all that is connected and related and coincidences to do with Diddy, Sean Diddy COMBS? Well, it is really scary. Definitely you can see that this guy buys many things, many people, silence, and of course, I agree that he's not the only guilty one. Because how are you gonna get away with all this abuse so many years, even if it's emotional, physical, etc.? Of course, there's like people around you that are closing their mouth, and it's very sad. Of course, I understand that it's because they get scared, but being in the music business, this what makes me think is that I'm glad that finally I had to fight on my own. I did put on my own record label, and I didn't have to be close, not even work for 1 hour with these kind of monsters. But anyway, what do you think about the fact that 50 Cent is the executive producer of this, how, and that he got the tape so legally. I know he's a very smart guy with a college degree, I think, psychology, but it's like, for me at some point, it's like everything has been so planned. And well, this is a first reaction. I think it's very, I also understand that besides the fact that these powerful people, not only in the music industry, but even at your daily job, people with power, they also know how to be intimidating and also seductive. They seduce. Because when you hear the phone calls, and finally this girl that was singing in the group, in the band, and finally she agrees to make a statement that she didn't suffer after he didn't help her at all when she asked him for help, and then afterwards she agreed to help him. I don't know. And definitely these people, especially if they are good artists, I know because in my family there have been similar people with a lot of talent, and that can also be a monster at some point. And then when it is convenient, they are very, very seductive. They know how to seduce you. They know how to, they have this mental power, and it's really scary because this happens every day. Are we gonna let this rule our life, our world, or are we gonna fight for our dreams and speak out? I wanted to live, to give my opinion, because this is not fair. This is not fair, bro. And well, let's see what happens when he gets out of jail. And I'm very curious how this is gonna develop. Because for me, you know how before it was this West Coast, East Coast, Tupac, Diddy, Biggie, and now 50 Cent, another rapper. He's putting all this on the line. Well, so that's my first reaction. Definitely, I got so engaged to the documentary, and it is very interesting in many different aspects, and also very scary, very scary. But I wanna take the positive motivation to speak out, fight for my dreams, work on my music, in my art, in all my daily work. And lucky us that we don't have to deal with this kind of monster. And there has there been justice? I don't know. Oh, and also the scene where the jurors speak, this girl and this other guy, and she's like so smiley, so excited that she's in the trial with Diddy because he was so famous. That was really creepy, man. Really creepy. I don't know if justice it's managed the correct way. What do you think? Bye.